Let's get it cracking, YouTube. What's good, world? It's your boy Mastermind, man, and this is the February 2023 weekday drop. Listen, folks, I got a short show for y'all, but we're gonna be back in this thing cracking with some part two, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Before we jump into this short show, man, be sure to follow your boy Master23 Mind everywhere. Mastermind RGTV on YouTube and Mastermind RGTV on IG also. That's the gaming page, man. Listen, man, I be getting down on Twitch on some Call of Duty. We be going heavy, man, on some Call of Duty. So be sure to follow your boy at Twitch, Master23 Mind. Let's get it. So listen, man, I decided to make this show a little short because of the fact that y'all see the Sony right here. You see the Sony on my shirt, man. Listen, man, y'all know I'm a really heavy Sony fan. I decided to make this show really short because of the fact that, listen, man, Sony is dropping the ball, y'all. You know how I usually have these Nintendo rants or whatnot? We finna have a Sony rant tonight. So we're gonna be diving heavy, talking about. So we got on this month of February, we got the PlayStation VR 2 dropping, and we got let's just jump into that. Hogwarts Legacy is out too. The homie, shout out to the homie Q. He's live on Twitch right now playing it. Yo, the game is fire, man. I'm talking about fire. The graphics is amazing, and I heard you can become a dark wizard on there. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Hey, that game look pretty cool. You got black characters on there. You know what I'm saying? They got dreadlocks on there. That's what's up, man. But we're gonna jump into that game a little bit later too. But I gotta come in here and talk about this PlayStation, man. So my handy dandy short board off here. Most of the stuff gonna be freestyle off the dome like the classic shows. But PlayStation is basically getting rid of their PlayStation collection. That's going away. Man, that's a bad idea, PlayStation. So PlayStation earnings came up and everything, and PlayStation is actually they're doing really good. You know, they're earning money. They're making money. They're doing really good. I don't know what's going on with Sony and why they're doing that. Hopefully they may change something. You know what I'm saying? In the future, maybe since they're stopping the collection, the PlayStation collection, maybe they may, I don't know, revise it or come out with something that's real similar to it. I don't know. But that's not, it's going away. I'm highly disappointed at that because, you know, you already took backwards capability away from us. Now you shifting this over to this cloud situation to where you want us to, you know, with the PlayStation Premium situation, they revamped that and trying to make it real similar like Xbox Game Pass or whatever. That's cool, but you like I said, you already took away backwards capability. We can't put our disc games in this PS5 and play our games backwards capability. Xbox backwards capability with the cloud or whatnot. Man, and even when you're doing the PlayStation Premium subscription or whatever through the cloud, it's a lot of games that, because I got the ultimate package or whatever, it's a lot of games that I've been looking for on this package that I didn't find. You know, it's a couple cool games that I was kind of ciphering through or whatnot, but it's a lot of like PS2 games. I didn't see maybe one or two PS3 games, maybe. I don't think I seen any PS3 games on there, but if I did, they really weren't eye-catchable. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, at the end of the day, man, I think Xbox, and I'm the future of Xbox. We're gonna go into that too, but I think Xbox Game Pass is a better bang for its buck. And for the mere fact, PlayStation taking the collection away, it's like that's a shot in the feet. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all to be making money, doing real good on your earnings, and you take this feature away from us. I thought you was for the players. PlayStation VR 2. It's not looking so good. The pre-orders is pretty low. I told y'all from a couple episodes before, man, I think in November, weekday drops, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, the price too high. The prices is way too high. And especially now we're in a situation to where, you know, possibly a slight recession. You dig what I'm saying? So you're already seeing a lot of tech workers or whatnot getting laid off. A lot of jobs is laying off people or whatnot. So slight recession is upon us. You dig what I'm saying? So the price for things, inflation is already killing us. You know what I'm saying? So the price for things is important. and you can't play this thing unless you have a PlayStation 5. So you're looking at the price of a PS5 and the price of the VR. That's what, almost 1,100, 1,200 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? So you have maybe, I don't know the numbers here, but you have a lot of people. Let's say we got 5 million people. Which is, I don't know the exact number. Let's say we got 5 million people. They got a PS5. Now 5 million people gonna have to pay about 500 to 600 bucks for this VR2, but the other 5 million people don't have a PS5. And so the numbers is not right. You feel what I'm saying? And true that, we had chip shortage and all that stuff going on before. It's not so much of a big issue now. So the supply and demand situation is ironed out with PS5. So it's much easier to get a PS5 now. But the price to invest into the VR2, nah, man. And then you got Apple working on a headset that's going to be really dope. You know what I'm saying? If Apple, so you got Facebook headset that's out. You know what I'm saying? Let's dive into this VR talk for a little bit, man. I was trying to stay away from VR, man, but PlayStation, y'all got to get it right, man. I was a little sad, man, and highly disappointed because PlayStation making these moves. Yo, this is how you lose a fight when in times to where you really need to be adding on to the fight. And that's going to also cross me into the future of Xbox. So the VR arena is getting heated up pretty hot. You know what I'm saying? You got the PlayStation VR PlayStation 2 VR dropping this month. We got Facebook, or should I say Meta, headset or whatever, VR, dropping. They got a new one. I think it's like, we talked about it on the podcast also before. It's like 1,500 or so. It's too much. PlayStation VR 2, too much. Apple is working on a headset. Hopefully it's something like VR, AR tech, but it's probably going to be way too much. Apple products is usually always tremendously high. But if they lower their costs lower than a PlayStation VR, yo, they may be onto something. And even if they lower the prices even lower than Meta headset, that's gonna be a snatch. You know what I'm saying? The technology that's in the VR2, it is something unique on the console side of it. You know what I'm saying? But let's paint a picture for a second. So shout out to the homie Ace Gamers, Ace Game Esports. I got them on the show too. Y'all be sure to check out that episode. I asked him about what if PlayStation was to come back out with a handheld device that's real similar to mobile? You dig what I'm saying? So mostly we see the concept of console and PC, and then we got mobile but still PC. So what if we can shift that into consoles being more like mobile but into more of a handheld? IGN brought it up a lot of times through their tweet a lot, you know what I'm saying, talking about this is the perfect time for a PlayStation handheld to come back out. I definitely agree. Would be a perfect, but they would have to make it really similar to mobile. And if they can do something to where, let's say this is it. Of course, it's a lot more bigger. I wish I had something bigger I can probably paint this picture with. For my audio fans, I got to swing on over to the YouTube page, Mastermind RGTV. I talk with my hands a lot. But so if we had something that we can hold in our hand and we can like put our mobile device in it, kind of like how the Xbox got something, what was that? The xCloud? Xbox got some type of handheld controller or something where you can put a mobile device in it or something like that. I don't know, but if they can get something that's real similar like a mobile, have the features and the capability like a mobile device, but still have that PlayStation experience handheld, I think it'll be a good thing. The graphics will have to be up par. It'll have to be but see, for them to do something like this, you're looking at probably end of this year. We'll just paint a picture with a prediction of when will be a good time for it to drop. I would say end of this year or mid next year, 2024, 2025. I would say, yeah, 2024, around 2025 would be the time they would probably need to do a transition over to like a handheld or something, and then make that transition over to PlayStation 6 maybe 2 years after the handheld. Because if PlayStation can place its way in a position to where you're on more mobile devices and you're able to use this PlayStation VR 2 on the mobile device, that might not happen because it's too powerful. But if you're able to give us a secondary device for those that's more pressed on the mobile and the cloud. See, last time I got real partial on the show. I got a backup now, baby. You know what I'm talking about. So, if for the audience of gamers that's more mobile, especially for the gamers out there in Africa, that's the reason I brought this up, because we had a very interesting conversation, and they were saying that the homie was saying that most of the gamers over there, when they're playing Call of Duty Mobile, they're mostly playing on mobile. You know what I'm saying? So if PlayStation can give us a mobile experience with a handheld device and give us the technology that's in the PS5 and cloud-based experience, like just sprinkle all this stuff into a handheld, small, imagine your PS5 being on the go on the mobile. I know you say, well, why would they do that and we can just play PlayStation through the cloud on our phone, through the account or whatever, through the cloud? Yeah, but let's be honest, it's not a PSP. Let's be honest. PSP back in the day was really great. Yeah, I know I spoke on the podcast plenty of times about, you know what I'm saying, how it probably would be a great idea for PlayStation to come back out with a handheld, but would it sell? That's the other question. I'm gonna come back to this because I'm thinking to myself like, yo, you can't play this VR2 without a PS5. Now, even if you was able to play it without a PS5, would it still do great? And if this don't do great, we actually dealing with audio issues right now. Hold up, pause 1 second. That's all right. We ain't gonna trip on the pimp. We're gonna just rock your solo on YouTube. That's all right. So if I lost my point a little bit, but if PlayStation is able to, if they don't do good on this VR2, so for the mere fact you're taking PlayStation Collection away from us, PSVR2 sales, pre-order sales, not looking too good. I think it's because of the price. If they don't do good with this, I'm a little bit afraid. And the reason I say this is because it's gonna swing me into my next topic about the future of Xbox. So I was listening to the homie, the CEO of Xbox, the IGM. They did a great interview with him and whatnot. I don't know. I get partial dope always on the show. I really wish PlayStation CEO would come out and speak to us gamers on a lot of these platforms, like Phil Spencer do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I get parched through the show, man, because I be trying to break down. I'm passionate about a lot of this stuff, man. Shout out to the homie Lemon, man. They was making a lot of great valid points on his show, whatever. And they were saying that, you know, man, PlayStation CEO, he don't really do a lot of talking. He don't really do a lot of interviews or anything. And I'm like, yo, he really don't. He really don't. So that takes me to the future of Xbox. Listen, I think the future of Xbox is looking really great. They got so many studios working on so many games, and how they did this random release of this game. What game? Hi-Fi or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but that game looks really good, and it's got a lot of reviews. How they just randomly just brought it out. Dope. Do more games like that. But Halo's doing really good. Halo numbers picked up, yo. Everybody thought that Halo was, it's not doing that shit. Halo numbers are picked up. Xbox Game Pass is very successful. So I'm gonna throw y'all with this question. What if? Well, technically, Xbox won't even need a handheld device. Honestly, Xbox won't even need it because they got cloud. But the twist I want to throw to it is Web3 gaming. That's the big key. That's what I forgot to mention. What if PlayStation come out with a handheld device to where Web3 games have the opportunity where Web3 developers can build on it, and they have the opportunity to bring their games to the PlayStation handheld device. Vice versa, same thing for Xbox. See, I think it's gonna come a time to where, as soon as these juggernauts like Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation open the gates for Web3 developers and say, hey, y'all can come on our platform. We'll send you a developing kit. Come on our platform, build out your favorite Web3 game, and we're gonna also let AI help you do it. Listen, AI is getting crazy out here in these streets, man. You understand what I'm saying? AI is getting crazy. It's getting better. So, someone like Microsoft, I'm finna tie this all around. It's gonna make real good sense now. Someone like Microsoft, they invested billions of dollars into ChatGPT. So they're already talking about they're gonna roll it out with different Microsoft services or whatnot. When they get close to a point to where AI gaming, I spoke about this previously on the show on a previous podcast. When AI get into gaming to where it's already been there because of CPU or whatever, but I'm talking about smart AI, like something like ChatGPT or something. When that get into play with games, and I feel like since Microsoft have their hands on ChatGPT, they can really utilize that in the gaming space. It's a win-win. They can utilize it in the gaming space for the developed side and for the player immersive experience side also. But if they be like, hey, come onto our platform, build out your favorite Web3 concept game or whatever, and we're gonna allow AI to help you. We have ChatGPT tools, AI tools over here that can help you make your Web3 game more immersive. Boom. The big wave of Web3 gaming has now gone mainstream. That's going to be the key puller to things. And I think when you get into innovating or whatnot, I think that's going to be one of the key roles about a lot of this stuff is, okay, who's going to be the first Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation? I'm not even looking at other players like Apple, Amazon with their whole Luna situation or whatever. I'm not even looking at these other players. I'm only just looking at the three players right now: Nintendo, Microsoft, PlayStation. When these three guys open the floodgates and say, hey, Web3 developers, come on in. So the question is, if Nintendo is great at innovation, there's ChatGPT has some competition. I forgot. It's another little AI bot that's out there. The Chinese own it though. I can't remember the name. I wish I would have wrote it on the board. It starts with a B though. I think it's like BUZZ, something like that. But that's a competition. What if they're probably more likely to get with Nintendo. But the difference between that AI and ChatGPT is the fact that this AI is kind of like Google search, to where you can actually type something in and it'll have a conversation with you. It'll talk back with you or whatnot. So if Nintendo can come out with a very innovative tech, team up with these guys, now Nintendo has AI. Microsoft already got it. What does PlayStation has? There, now you see where I'm going with the future of all of this stuff. Because if PlayStation is already taking away PlayStation Collection, we don't have backwards capability. Not for real, for real. You still ain't got a lot of great PS3 games that's not on there. And I don't want to hear the whole because of the core, CPU, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that excuse no more. You got PSVR 2, way too expensive. You can't play it unless you got a PS5. A lot of people still don't have a PS5. So, honestly, the price of your headset, too freaking high. Just way too freaking high. With those three things, and you got this whole legal battle with Microsoft. You know, they're trying to purchase the Activision, and y'all giving them a hard time. And now the courts is going to reveal a lot of you guys backdoor secret deals that y'all been doing in the gaming industry for a long time. It's like, oh, the sheet is off, the covers is off now. Now we get to know all about your deals and everything else. Turns out you shooting yourself in the feet. You shouldn't have did that. You should have left these guys alone. Let these guys buy Activision, do whatever they want to do with Call of Duty. They already said, look, man, we're not planning on taking Call of Duty away from you. You know what I'm saying? Just we want to make it available for everybody. You've been monopolizing over a lot of games for forever. No one really pointed that shit out, you know? So what's the big deal? I don't even want to get into that because it's a long rabbit hole of journey of things. I'm like, bruh, PlayStation, they shooting themselves in the feet. So those four things I just named is like, yo, good side is I think PlayStation is focusing, I can't really say focusing, but we do know their focus is shifting over to the games / TV shows and movies. We know we got a Forbidden West TV show, movie / coming. We know we got a God of War TV / movie or whatever coming. Last of Us doing amazing. Already got renewed for season 2 on HBO. Amazing, by the way. Amazing. Uncharted movie did very good. You know what I'm saying? Amazing. That's great. But guess what? If PlayStation would have kept its freaking TV services like they had 2 years ago, if they would have kept that, they could have brought all of those shows instead of cutting a deal with HBO. They could have brought it on their own PlayStation. What was it? PlayStation View. It was VUE, something like that. If they would have kept that services, they could have brought all their TV shows, all their movies to every PlayStation out there that everybody own. Think about it. You got a handheld device instead of cutting a deal with WB, HBO, or whatever, cutting a deal with all these other people. You could have had HBO. I mean, not HBO. You could have had Last of Us TV show saying, hey, if you own PlayStation View or whatever, you get Last of Us instead of every Sunday. Everybody that owns a PlayStation and the services, you get these shows every Friday, 2 days earlier before it drops, or a year earlier, or whatever. Just come up with some type of exclusive limited deal or whatever. But just you have to make your consoles more valuable than what the normal value is. The normal value is, yeah, we get to play awesome games on it. Yeah, we get to do these cool things or whatever. You have to keep adding value on top of value, even in the lifespan of the console lifespan. You feel what I'm saying? And all these opportunities missed by PlayStation, I think it's going to be, I can't say the death of PlayStation. I can't say that. I can't say the death of them. But I will say these are the situations that made them drop. These situations that they just been dropping the ball on is going to really hurt them later on when Xbox is going to take the future. For real, for real. Perfect example. Xbox teamed up with Samsung. Now you got the Xbox into all of the Samsung's televisions. Perfect. You got Xbox Game Cloud. Cloud gaming. Perfect. Doing really well. Now they got their hands on ChatGPT. I can see in the future them integrating AI within gaming. Xbox is going to be on top of that. You got all these studios that Xbox is working with. Xbox is definitely, you can tell that they're more friendly with competitors like Nintendo, Steam, or whatever. You see what they tried to do with the Call of Duty deal. They went to Nintendo and said, Nintendo and Steam, hey, look, guys, we're going to cut y'all a deal. We're going to let the new Call of Duty come out on y'all We're gonna cut y'all a 5-year deal. We ain't even made the deal with Activision yet, but we're gonna cut y'all in, alright? Alright, cool. PlayStation got a problem with that. What y'all doing, man? What PlayStation need to be doing is all those things I named. Just call the PlayStation execs up. Tell them to give me a call, man. Let me talk to them, man. What they need to be doing, they need to get back to the drawing board and continue to add value onto the value that they're already giving, and be more innovative, and just roll your sleeves up and get back to the competition. You need to drop Killzone. You need to bring Killzone back. You need to bring services back to the PlayStation. We're getting Discord integration. That's amazing. But you need to bring more services back. You got to bring this stuff back to the umbrella under PlayStation. What made PlayStation great in the first place? If they lose this deal, well, if Xbox do something, let's just say Xbox just say, hey, man, you know what? We want to cut, you know what, since y'all gave us a hard time, we want to cut y'all out of this. Because you got to remember, the games that's a part of Activision, Crash Bandicoot, Call of Duty, I can't think of no other Activision games at the moment, but Crash Bandicoot was my boy. That's my game. And could you imagine they just losing the rights of that? Yo, man, PlayStation, what you doing, man? But hey, I told y'all this is a deep PlayStation rant I was going to go on. PlayStation on my chest, man. So, I mean, you know the love for it, man. You know what I'm saying? But they've been screwing up, man. They've been screwing up really bad, man. And it's not looking good. I'm looking at this thing from a long-term perspective, and I'm like, yo, if Nintendo team up with these guys with some AI tech, and Nintendo, I'm not even going to get started on my Nintendo rant. I'll say that for another episode. But Legend of Zelda is coming out this year. We need a new Nintendo console. Nintendo shot themselves in the feet a lot of times, but I still got hope in y'all that y'all next console gonna be really dope. Now, if Nintendo can come out with a device really similar to the Switch, but power like the PS5 and Xbox, that would be a good look. Especially if you make it more like mobile, you know. That's gonna be a good look. I want to say they will have to probably go full console if they want to compete graphical wise, but they may want to stay in the handheld because it's on the go, you know. But if they can do something real similar to the Switch and make it console and on the go, that'll be really dope. And keep backwards capability. Don't take away backwards capability. Xbox did a good job by keeping that. Nintendo, you know, they need to keep backwards capability. Don't do what PlayStation do. You know what I'm saying? But I think the future of gaming it ain't going nowhere, but it's still looking bright. PlayStation ain't going nowhere, but PlayStation got some stuff they need to fix, man. And I think it could be done. I'm really happy about the Discord integration coming out. We got Resident Evil 4 remake coming in March. You know what I'm saying? I'm really hyped about that, man. And I gotta beat this God of War. Shout out to the homie Hip Hop Gamer, man. He beat God of War. My homie Q beat God of War. I'm like, damn, everybody done beat God of War except for me. I've been so busy playing Modern Warfare 2, man. I've been loving this Modern Warfare 2. Third person point of view. I done got back used to first person point of view. Playing with the homie Lord, what's his name? Lord Hawk. Shout out to my brother Lord Hawk, you know what I'm saying, down there in Bama, man, you know what I'm saying? So we've been doing our thing, man, Bama Boys on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Modern Warfare's been pretty fun, man. Like I said, you get you a good squad on there, it's game time, you know what I'm saying? So I've been heavy on that, but I gotta beat this God of War before I get my hands on Resident Evil 4 remake. This Hogwarts Legacy, watching the homie Q play it, it's like, yo, bro, I gotta get it now, man. The graphics on there look amazing. They got black people on there. That's what's up. That's what's up. And they got dreadlocks. You did it right. I like that. So that's dope, man. I love a graphical game, and if you can give me a graphical game with a good story and good combat, ooh, you got me sold, man, Playboy. I seen some more footage of Resident Evil 4 remake. And yo, Them graphics look really good. Graphics look really good. Now from the footage that I seen, it was a couple spots in the game. I felt like they could have lined up a lot of the shadows or whatnot in dark areas. They could have put a little bit more brightness to it, lighten it up. But that was just a clip that, I think Capcom just kind of gave these guys so they can kind of showcase off. But of course, they'll probably be fixing some more, patches and all that stuff will come out. I'm really pumped for Metal Gear Solid. Hopefully we get more details about Metal Gear Solid rumors probably this month also. I spoke about it on the last podcast. I talked about it briefly. I'm really pumped about that. But man, I ain't want to make this show this long, man. But I hate to even rant on PlayStation because I love PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm an overall gamer at heart. You know what I'm saying? I love all games. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a really big PlayStation fan because I grew up on it. You know what I'm saying? I want the best for PlayStation, man. But lately, man, I wrote down some of the stuff on my handy dandy board over here, and I'm like, bro, PlayStation ain't looking so good, man. This ain't good. Why are you taking, give us a reason why you're taking collections away. I haven't read anything to where they're saying this is the reason why we're going to revamp it. We're going to do this. No. So all your, the monthly free games, you won't be getting that no more. So you better go ahead and download those games now. PSVR 2, wrong time, bro. Your timing is wrong. Now, for a minute, I think I was like, yo, maybe good timing, but the price is still too high. And especially now seeing how the economy and how the world is going, it's like, bro, nah, bro. Yeah, y'all need to, nah. People can't afford that, yo. Your average gamer can't afford the PSVR. And that ties me to my other point. PlayStation hasn't really been in the spotlight interviewing and talking to people. I feel like they're not gamers, yo. And Xbox with Phil Spencer were not I hope I said his name right. Some people be in the chat say like, you didn't say his name right. We're banning you. But Xbox, man, the CEO, I feel like he's a gamer, bro. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's going on, and you feel what I'm saying? He probably plays. I hear that he plays some of these games. You know what I'm saying? He's a gamer, man, and he wants best. He wants what's best for the gamers. You feel what I'm saying? Now, do PlayStation need some changing around? In the execs, you know what I'm saying? Do they need to fire the CEO of PlayStation? Nah, maybe, but they need to reach out to the gamers, man, and they need to tap into Africa. Now, shout out to the homie Lemon. They were speaking on the show. They was like, yo, did y'all know PlayStation don't even recognize Africa as a continent? What? Bruh, do you not know that a really high percentage of gamers is coming out of Africa? In years to come, Africa is looking to be the number one spot in gaming and blockchain technology. Bro, what do you mean y'all don't recognize Africa? They tripping on the pimping. What y'all doing? They need to reach out to more demographics. You know what I'm saying? They need to tap down in Africa, bro. They need to tap down. Shout out to Prodigy, man. Let's get Sony on the phone and tell them set to meet. They need to tap into Africa, man. They need to tap into blockchain technology to shift things around. I feel like a lot of times, and I think this shift that they need turned around, maybe they need a new CEO. Maybe. I don't know, but maybe some high level execs that need to change some stuff. But they need to tap into Africa. They need to tap into blockchain technology. They need to bring some of their services back to these consoles. And they may probably need to kind of strategize and think, do we need a handheld device? Maybe a $200-300 device that's compatible with the PS5, that people can take their PS5 games on the go. Not a bad idea. Maybe a rebirth of the PSP. Call it, I don't know what you'll call it, but long as you make it compatible to the PS5 to where we're able to play our PS5, if we have digital versions of the game, play a digital version on this handheld PlayStation device and go anywhere and still be able to make phone calls, video phone calls, social media, create content on it. Just paying attention to the demographics and the gaming and the culture, and integrate all of this stuff. Bring your services back, the video services. The new God of War that's getting ready to drop need to be running. We need to be able to, everybody got a device. You need to drop it to us first. You need to get back to the gamers. Give us, like I said at the beginning of the show, bring value on top of something that's already bringing value. This new Forbidden West VR game looks really cool, but people can't afford it. The TV show or / movie that you got coming out, you need to put it on all of the consoles. Everyone that owns the PS5, you know? So, I don't know, man. I just, sometimes I wish that, call the PlayStation execs up, man. Tell them, sometimes I wish I can just talk to them, man. Like, hey, let me show y'all what y'all need to do. Come here. Come here. Let's everybody sit down. That's how we need to do this. But I wish the best for PlayStation, man. And hope they get it together. We're going to be back in here talking about some more stuff, because it's really all I really wanted to come in here and rant about, man, is PlayStation. I'm sitting here like, man, they messing up. They messing up. I mean, hey, and rumors. So rumors is they saying that I guess it's not really rumors anymore, but they're saying E3 is coming. So yeah, I know I really wanted to go to E3 this year, man, but after hearing that Nintendo won't be there, Xbox won't be there, and PlayStation won't be there, what do you mean? Huh? The three juggernauts of gaming won't be at the E3? Why? I don't know. We're going to talk more about that on the next episode of the podcast. I got to do a little bit more research on that, because I'm trying to figure out why they're not coming to E3. And E3 is coming back. You know, people full in the flesh, people can actually go now. But shit, if these three guys ain't coming, who's going to be there? Maybe Ubisoft or whatnot. Maybe they'll show some games. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. But next episode, man, I try to tap in and talk a little bit about E3, man, because I'm like, yo, when I seen it, I was like, well, shoot, man. We got Hogwarts Legacy out. That's already looking like game of the year, yo. That game looking good already. Everybody gave it a high rating, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of great games coming out this year, and we're just getting started, you know what I'm saying? E3 is in May. You got Resident Evil in March, possibly. When Starfield? I can't remember when. I ain't got my release dates on it's a lot of great games coming, but Final Fantasy dropping. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, you'll possibly see some of these games like Redfall, Starfield, Final Fantasy, the new Legend of Zelda. I think it drops in May. So. Now, E3 is in June or May, one of those. But, you know, PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox won't be there. What? You got Tekken, you got Street Fighter. Yo, it's a great year for gaming, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I hope E3 do something really exciting. Hopefully these are just rumors, and hopefully these three juggernauts change their mind and be like, hey, pack it up. Let's go to E3. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for y'all tonight, man. I'm gonna come back here, man, because I really want to dive heavy into more ideas, and I like when I dive heavy into the future prediction of Web3, blockchain, gaming, tied into consoles, and when will this big wave hit? Because I'm telling y'all, man, if Nintendo get with these guys in China that's doing the ChatGPT competitors. Oh, and Google also got their own little AI too. So it's interesting, man. I'm telling you, I can see it right now. AI is gonna be a problem in gaming. I'm telling y'all, man. It's already getting to it's moving so fast. It's moving faster than anything that we've ever did in mankind. Yo, the users. I think it's what, 5 million users, less than, it's not even been a year, yo. ChatGPT dropped what? They came out testing that joint out November, December maybe? Nah, November, October around last year. 5 million users already. AI is about to be a problem, man. And when it get to the gaming end, if these three juggernauts don't hop onto these opportunities, I'm not even going to, those two juggernauts, I'm not even going to count Xbox because Xbox has Microsoft. They gonna find some kind of way. Phil probably on the phone right now. Hey, bro, how we get this on Xbox Game Pass? What? Oh, AI can make Xbox Game Pass run smoother. Oh, what we can what AI gonna help our frame rates? Oh, integrate that in the next update. I'm telling you, man. Oh, we can do what with AI? All right, send that patch out. Nintendo, what you gonna do, man? PlayStation, what you gonna do? Because I'm telling you, man, Microsoft got something cooking up their sleeves in the future, man. We'll be back for more, man. I'm gonna give y'all. I need to do some segues about the future prediction of gaming. Be sure to follow your boy, man, Master23, man, on all platforms. Real Gamer, y'all see it in the background, YouTube. Real Gamer on all streaming platforms. We are here, we there, we everywhere, baby. We are global, we everywhere. Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts. We are everywhere, baby. And the classic shows, RGTV. And be sure to follow me on YouTube, Mastermind RGTV. We are out. Peace. Game on, people. Part 2 coming. Believe that.